Ah, Cinnabar. Home of the best genetics anywhere. So anyway, we got something to talk about.
Yes, big news. Although by the time this goes out, it will be slightly old news.
Yeah, to be honest, it goes out. Damn it, time!
You're
How
the one that
do you
chooses
work?
how this is all scheduled, Sean.
Well, I only just found out about this today, so...
To be fair, it's only gone up in the last
Yeah.
hour or so, I think.
Yeah.
So by the time
timed
this
it
goes out,
perfectly for
we'll
us.
already know about it. And our reaction will have already gone out as well.
Either be yes or done. I've got both.
Or
So I can
somewhere in the
splice the right one in when I edit.
They have announced. For those who don't know, we record all the videos on a Friday. We record them all in one session, and then Sean scatters them throughout the following week.
Done a week before, so we're always a week behind.
Apart from when we do the Doctor Who stuff, which goes up the same night.
Yeah, that's been done the same well.
Yeah.
But it's fresh.
It is fresh. This stuff isn't though, so it's got to be weird because we're talking about who could it be, but this will go up after the reveal.
We'll go after the reveal.
And after our reaction to the reveal.
It was after Wimbledon, so it could be late. No, in Wimbledon.
It's after the men's finals,
Women's final.
which is at some point on Friday. I don't know quite when.
Sunday. And
I'll still be at work. I'm hoping I'm not.
well, that would be funny.
Yeah, because it'll be a very delayed reaction from me. And I'll have time to mull it over. For those of you who have not clue what we're talking about, we're of course referring to the...
Who will win Wimbledon?
Yes, because it won't be Andy Murray.
Oh, was he gone?
Yeah, he went out.
I thought he was meant to be good.
No, but a lot of the...
Was it Federer again? Was
No,
it Federer?
Jovac's gone as well.
Oh, I don't know.
A lot of big names are actually. But yes, we're talking about Wimbledon. No, we're not talking about Wimbledon, we're talking about the other.
It hasn't rained for 2 weeks, which is rare for Wimbledon. Has it rained in Wimbledon yet? I don't know.
I don't think it has. To be fair, it's finishing Sunday, so it's got a couple of days. But no, the thing that we're talking about is that it was announced today. The BBC will be revealing who the 13th Doctor is after the men's final on Wimbledon, which is actually going to be happening on Sunday, which is the 16th of July, which is the day
Mark it on my calendar on my computer.
Which is the day before this video went out.
Yes.
So by the time this video goes out, yesterday, we found out who the Doctor was.
As I said, it's either a yay or a no, and splice whichever one in the
or possibly somewhere in the middle, because as we've discussed,
done. There's them in the middle.
As we've discussed, usually they tend to go for lesser known actors.
But yeah,
They don't tend to go.
with the exception of John Hurt.
Yes, though I will say John Hurt is a slightly different casting decision.
Yeah.
He was only playing the role for the one-off.
It should have been McGann, but
Well, originally it was going to be Eccleston. It was going to be 9, not 8.
well, I'll just have when Christopher. We discussed it before.
We've discussed it at length. And even then, the thing we always come down to a lot of it is that you don't have a problem with John Hurt's Doctor.
No, I don't. I just the concept of the character annoys me. And you can always hear all the Doctor Who wikis going, there's a lot of things about it. And when it first got announced.
It's this complication now of how many Doctors we've had compared with how many regenerations. Because although this will be the 13th Doctor, that was announced yesterday. God, it feels like this must be what time.
Tilda Swinton, I think she can make more money in Hollywood, can't she? Sorry, I'm going through Twitter.
Yeah, obviously the main thing that we've spoken about as well is that a lot of people's, and very often seems to be like bookies' favourites.
Sorry. So the 13th one should regenerate into Peter Capaldi just to fuck with everyone.
What, you mean like a David Tennant regeneration?
No, yeah, it just regenerates him again. Just,
people seem to have a thing for sort of either film stars or quite well known, or generally it usually seems to be quite prominent, well known names. Some of the ones that were talked about that actually I think could have been potential ones have been mooted. The actors have said, no, it's not me.
but they could be lying.
They could be lying, but it's very rare for them to do that.
Oh, if I was in Hollywood, I would do it all the time just to fuck with the fans. Just lie.
I'm curious of how they'll do how the reveal will actually be done, because Capaldi
over long and over dramatic, probably.
Well, it's weird for them to phrase it like that, though. Like will be shown. Was it that you said will be shown?
Well, they showed Capaldi, you know.
Well, yeah, Capaldi's was an hour-long special, and Matt Smith had a similar situation.
Don't need an hour-long special for just
Might just be a very short clip.
Just like really underplay it, just like that's him or her. End of special, done. Just underplay it, like. Just don't. Tom Baker. Someone wants Tom Baker back. He would probably still do it if you were.
He probably would, but I don't know. He had mixed feelings about his.
Well, towards the end of the series, I know he didn't like. I can't remember his name. Who played Leela? He liked not having a companion and resented having her around as a companion.
Did you really?
Yeah, he didn't like. He grew to be like it later, but he didn't like the idea of. He liked not having a companion. I think probably.
Fair enough.
Because that episode's one point where he sits up the TARDIS, turns to the camera, and starts talking to the camera at one point. Like, I think Tom snapped. And he snapped, and he's getting its roll too long. Yeah, Tom Baker started with Sarah Jane, and that.
Yeah, Sarah Jane was his because it was John. Started out as John Pertwee's.
Yes, John Pertwee. He liked not having a companion, and as we've all seen the outtake, he doesn't like K9 either.
No.
That outtake is hilarious. Who else we got? Who else we got on Twitter? Come on. Jeremy Corbyn. Interesting choice.
Very interesting choice. Weirdly, Julian Fellows said he wanted to cast him in a new movie he's writing.
Seriously.
This is Julian Fellows who sits in the House of Lords as a Conservative Lord. Wants to cast Jeremy Corbyn in a film. Didn't say what part. I don't know what film it is. Apparently, I think I might have misread it. It's the Downton Abbey movie type thing.
It's Downton Abbey. Oh, Jesus.
It's in the works apparently, or somewhere in the pipeline.
You know, for Twitter, there's a surprising amount of Y chromosomes in this, given Twitter's reputation. Just pointing it out. Most of these just gifts that are just no sort of originality whatsoever.
I am hoping it's not Chris Marshall.
His dislike of Chris Marshall.
It's not dislike of Chris Marshall. I think he's a fine actor. I just don't think he'd be a good doctor. That's the difference. I don't know. If he gets cast, he might prove me wrong.
Anthony Head. That needs to happen.
Anthony Head. Oh, he's already been in it though.
I know. Colin Baker was already in the series before he
became Doctor. That's true. Anthony Head would be brilliant. It wouldn't be beyond. I could see it.
It's great. He can be both sinister and terrifying and funny. I'm just going through various people on Twitter.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going from Twitter to...
Theresa May. There's literally a Theresa May one.
Is that in response to the Jeremy Corbyn one?
They're probably just people fucking around. At this point, you can never tell when they're being dead
serious or when they're not.
Or when they're not. Like I said, there's a surprising amount of men in this. I was expecting Twitter being Twitter to go all full John Sim. That'd be interesting. So someone Alex Kingston is the next Doctor. That wouldn't. That actually raised many questions.
It would raise many questions. Narcissism being the first one.
Yeah.
No, to be fair, she kind of was. The character of River Song is very much kind of, for a lot of people, like the female version of the Doctor in many ways anyway.
Idris Elba, that's another popular one, but he can make more money doing movies.
He is doing more money doing films. He's doing a lot, and he's he does work with the BBC still because Luther's still going. There's a new series of Luther coming out later this year. I think
Doctor Who's a big time sink. Someone wants Rowan Atkinson back.
He's retired from acting largely.
I know, but he was brilliant.
He was brilliant. He's a brilliant actor.
He's great at being both really smug and funny, and highly intelligent and smug. He thinks he's highly intelligent. Twitter, you let me down.
Eddie Redmayne said he'd like to play the Doctor. He's also very, as far as I know, he's also very good friends with quite like Tom Hiddleston and Ben Cumberbatch. He's like good personal friends with them. Whenever people have mentioned in the past, like, Benedict Cumberbatch would be a good Doctor, he's come out and said, he says, I wouldn't want to do that. He said he wouldn't want to be the Doctor because he's, as we know, a lot of actors seem to be seems to be friends with one another. He gets along with David Tennant. And I think the thing he talked about was David Tennant's always had his, as the Doctor, you can't get away from it, it's like his face on a lunchbox. And that's something that Benedict Cumberbatch wouldn't want to live with. Which is weird, given that, I think since, he said that a couple of years ago, to be fair, I'm remembering that. Because of course now he's since gone on to be things like Doctor Strange. Big figures, but they don't have quite the same sort of presence. as Doctor Who. No. Essentially.
Danny Dyer.
Well, he's not a bad actor. I mean,
he's not a bad actor.
Yeah, he actually shows he's actually a very good actor.
Yeah. Point that out.
It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting casting. It'd be an interesting decision.
Another popular one is Richard. What's his face from IT Crowd? Moss.
Oh, Richard Ayoade.
Yes.
He's been mentioned quite a few times.
Yeah, that's the next Doctor. Gillian Anderson, I would say be behind that.
Gillian Anderson would be great.
Never forget. The next file's coming back in someone soon, so
yeah,
that could cause problems. Stephen Mangan.
Yeah.
He went quiet on that one. No, disapprove.
I'm thinking it through. It could possibly.
Here's one. Sue Perkins.
Ooh, Sue Perkins would be an interesting one.
Another one, I don't know.
She's not. She's a presenter though.
Yeah, but
I know, but it's the difference of she's not an actor. She's a TV presenter. That's what she does. Or she's a
Billy Piper apparently wants to play the Doctor.
Pardon?
Billy Piper apparently wants to play the Doctor.
I think she spoke about the idea. She wouldn't be against it or something like that. I don't. It's one of those things of. I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh, okay.
I think she said she wouldn't be against. I mean, David Tennant said in interviews since as well, like he thinks Olivia Colman would be.
Yeah, I've just seen that on Twitter. Olivia Colman.
Olivia Colman would be. He thinks
she can be funny.
She's a very good actress as well. She's a brilliant actress.
Yeah, Peep Show, and Mitchell and Webb,
and Broadchurch, of course.
But I'm thinking more comedy.
Oh yeah, she does. I mean, she does comedy brilliantly.
Yeah.
She does drama brilliantly as well. I mean, she's done loads of ITV and BBC drama stuff since, which has just shown off how brilliant she is. I mean, she's won BAFTAs for dramas as well.
I think must have done Broadchurch maybe.
Yeah, Broadchurch.
Or did Broadchurch itself win that?
Broadchurch won, and I think she did as well. She was only nominated. I know that much.
Martin Freeman.
He won't do it now.
No.
Because he's got the same situation as Benedict Cumberbatch. They're two of the. That's the reason people always talk about, when's the next Sherlock going to happen? Part of it isn't just it takes them ages to write it and everything. Part of it is the availability of the two lead actors.
Yes.
They're two of the most high. They are the two highest demand actors, pretty much in a lot of the world now, for TV, films, that kind of thing. Martin Freeman's doing a lot of work in the States, I think, at the moment. He's doing quite a lot of film stuff.
Ben Whishaw.
Ben Whishaw was spoken about last time, I remember that. I like the idea of Ben Whishaw. I think he's a very good actor. He's worked with the BBC previously. He's got experience with them. He's been in films, but he's not a mega star. I would imagine his Doctor would be very similar to his Q, though.
Yes, I can imagine. Which
it's good. I like it because if you look, well, I like Ben. I see a lot of my. When I see Ben Whishaw perform, I can see myself playing the same sort of characters. He's not too dissimilar to me in appearance, really, either. Really, in terms of broadly speaking. What?
Sorry. No, he's not used Twitter.
All right, I'm thinking of don't laugh at me, Sean.
Someone said CGI Peter Cushing should be the Doctor. That'd be brilliant.
That would be. No. But given
there's an in-joke many people wouldn't get.
God, that was awful. No, the CGI Peter Cushing was god awful.
Well, why do I know why. It's easy marketability. Just use someone else rather than Peter. But that's Disney being Disney. When you use many popular new Star Wars films, do feel like there's only 5 people in the galaxy.
Only 5 real people.
Yeah, you're like it's just like, you know, it's the term. It's a small world or a small galaxy. It's starting to. It's like 8 people involved in everything. Hugh Laurie.
Oddly enough, I was talking to someone about this, and I think it was only yesterday.
So yeah, Undo House.
Well, Hugh Laurie's just started he's got a new TV show which is about to come out, Chance. And I think he's based largely in the States now, anyway.
Yeah.
I think he's based in LA.
Hugh Laurie is a Doctor. Stephen Fry is the Master.
Oh, I'd love to see that. I would adore to see that.
After Charles Dance plays the Master.
Yes.
You can regenerate now.
I think Hugh Laurie. The thing is, I think Hugh Laurie would have been a brilliant Doctor. I think he's too big now.
Damn you, House! Damn you!
Well, yeah, House made him a huge star.
I knew. Everyone in Britain knew who Laurie was.
Everyone knew who he was, but I would have loved. But I think he would have actually been really good to casting for if the TV series hadn't been cancelled.
Oh.
He would have made a really good Doctor if, it continued through into the early 90s. And I partly think so. He's not. It's one of those things of big names don't necessarily attach themselves to it. But then again, he hasn't done as much acting since House, though. He's not as well.
He's been doing his music, hasn't he, after House?
Most of his music. He's done a couple. He's done a couple roles in some films, not big ones. He's got his new TV series, which is coming out.
Imagine House knackered him out.
Surely. Well, yeah. I mean, House ran for what? 10 seasons.
Long time, House ran.
Really long time. And I think he made him the highest paid TV star, the highest paid.
He was at one point
on TV. At one point, yeah.
House was great. I liked House.
I love House.
I like the early seasons of House before they got rid of the main other three, and they got the new ones in. I like.
To be fair, a lot of them all come back.
Yeah. Oh, here's one although I'd argue he'd better play the Master. Kevin Spacey.
Oh.
Kevin Spacey doing Christopher Walken, I would pay to see that.
Kevin Spacey's a brilliant actor.
He's great.
He doesn't do
He's
normal.
the only reason you play Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
He is an amazing actor, and I can't fault him for the most part of it. I always love his performances. Again, suffers from the same situation as the others.
Well, yeah, but I'm going.
I want this too big a name. To be fair, he is an honorary Brit though as well.
Yeah.
Because he's talked about moving here permanently. Because he was also the artistic director at New Vic for a while. But he does a lot of stage stuff as well. Kevin Spacey does stage a lot of. Most of his stage stuff tend to be one-man shows. But of course,
he do all the voices he needs.
He also does.
His Christopher Walken and his Jack Nicholson are amazing.
They're amazing. His Al Pacino's really good as well.
Yeah.
I love his Al Pacino. But he's doing a lot of.
I just love it when he did Jack Nicholson. He's got to press sunglasses out.
Yes.
And Jack Nicholson was there in the room as well when he did it.
I love that one. But he's got a new film coming out for the summer as well, Baby Driver. He's in that. But he won't be able to do anything otherwise because he's quite in demand as well. I mean, you've got the new House of Cards will be filming shortly. And they're up for his release next year. I'd love to see him in an episode, but I don't think it's likely to happen.
Simon Pegg.
Good actor.
Good actor.
He's got more film roles these days than TV, though.
Well, that was quick and easy.
Well, he's got a lot of film roles. I mean, what Star Trek and Mission Impossible. He's doing.
He's doing another Star Trek film.
He is doing another. They are doing.
Doing another Mission Impossible film.
They usually are. They churn them out every now and again. To be fair, the Mission Impossible film, despite the fact that Tom Cruise seems to attach himself to some awful films every now and again.
Tom Cruise playing Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I was going to say the latest Mummy film being an example. The Mission Impossible films are all.
I would argue that's probably not Tom Cruise's fault for that being shit.
No, it's not.
I haven't seen it, but I doubt Tom Cruise is the reason.
No, this isn't me blaming him or anything, because I think Russell Crowe can do some really good films as well. But it's just the difficulty of sometimes doing bad films.
Russell Crowe has the acting styles of if I pretend not to give a shit.
I've seen him do some really good.
I've seen him act well, but I've seen him not give a shit for some performances. Les Mis is one of them. No, and not just his singing. His acting is very kind of. We're just here.
Yeah, I'm literally looking into. Yeah, there is another one in the works. It's coming out next year. Mission Impossible 6.
We're still making these.
Yeah, Simon Pegg's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's appearing in that one.
Go on, Twitter, we need more gods. Updates so quickly. Damn you, Twitter.
Wow, his character's got his own Wikipedia page.
Huh?
Simon Pegg's character in the Mission Impossible series, Benji, Benji Dunn. He's got his own Wikipedia page.
Mr. Blobby. Someone said Mr. Blobby should be the next Doctor. That would terrify the kids. Yeah, like, the banker can be a
master.
You never see him. Oh dear. Timothy Dalton. He can't. He's wrestling. That would raise too many questions.
Hang on, you've said it yourself. They can appear in it and then reappear.
I know, but I want Timothy Dalton back as a wrestler. I like him as a wrestler. I like Timothy Dalton whenever he overacts. He's great at overacting. He's also great at being funny and sinister at the same time. Hot Fuzz proves that.
Yeah.
He's brilliant.
Very cool.
And the best James Bond. Ooh, controversial opinion.
I don't really have much of an opinion on Bonds.
I like Sean Connery. Sean Connery's a classic.
I like a lot of the Bonds. I can't really say I've got one that sort of jumps out to me as my favourite.
Roger Moore still has the best comedic timing, though.
Yeah.
On them. Although I say Spy Who Loved Me is a decent, like, semi-serious Bond film. With Roger Moore, it's Spy Who Loved Me. The plot is fucking stupid in Bond films are most, especially Roger Moore. The plot in Bond there was crap. Pierce Brosnan was good in Goldeneye. That was about it. Oh, still haven't seen what Bond film we're up to now. Spectre still.
Spectre's the most.
Haven't got another one out yet.
They've just announced who's going to be James Bond in James Bond 25.
Oh, who is it?
It's Daniel Craig.
Oh, he's still doing it.
Yeah, there was the big speculation of whether or not he would go.
Because several times he's gonna go.
Several times he said this. He did want. He complained a lot about it, but it's been officially announced that he will be back for the next Bond film.
Under duress, if possible.
Well, there was all speculation as well. Have you seen Spectre?
Sorry, someone just. Andy Murray's free now. He can play the Doctor.
Oh.
I only just get that because he told me he's out. Although I have seen someone say Roger Federer should play the next Doctor as well. So.
Are they clipping onto the Wimbledon thing?
Yeah. Keely Hawes. There's an interesting one.
She's also been in it, of course.
Yeah, again, we've been in a discussion.
I know. I'm literally just mentioning if they've been in it. This isn't me going, there's a reason for them not to. It's just listing names and go with, they've been in it, they've been in it, they've been in it, they've been in it, and realising, oh, people have been in it.
Oh yeah, I've been going for 60 odd years. 50 odd years, wait. 23, no, it's going 60 now. Yes, Joanna Lumley.
Are we just going to go with all the cats? So Hugh Grant, Jim Broadbent as well.
Joanna Lumley playing Patsy as the Doctor. Pay to see that. And
you probably wouldn't be the only one, but I'm not sure I'd want it as the regular Doctor.
No. But come on. I love that fat way too much. It's very girly, but I adore it. Oh, that's just repeating now. Come on, Twitter, get something original. You're just repeating the same things. Brian Cox, he's a physicist, not an actor, isn't he?
Which depends on which one.
Professor Brian Cox.
Oh, did they literally mean that one?
Yeah. There's a picture of him.
He's appeared with the
Doctor. Looks like going, I caught a fish this big.
He has appeared with the Doctor, though.
Yeah. You can't give a script here with correct all the mistakes in the science. Well, actually, this is wrong.
He did it in the episode. There was a science special, which was
Doctor Who's about a scientifically accurate Star Wars. And, you know. Full of made-up things. Some people want David Tennant back. Most of them are probably female. Well, that's Twitter out of ideas. Oh my god, it's another 35. What is still top trending thing on Twitter? It was top trending. It is. Still trending, top trending thing on Twitter, however Twitter works. Oh. Beachy Head Lighthouse. Oh, it's in the new trailer apparently. They don't want Beachy Head Lighthouse to play Doctor Who. That would be interesting to see. 10-1 is the odds on new Doctor being a woman. I read those on Twitter, so take that with a massive pile of salt.
Yes.
And, you know, about it actually being a woman. Who knows? Rupert Grint. Does he even still act? Last I heard, Rupert Grint had an ice cream truck.
What?
Rupert Grint. Didn't he buy an ice cream truck at some point after doing Harry Potter?
As far as I'm aware, he's still acting.
I didn't hear much about him compared to what's his face and the other one. Forgotten their names.
Emma Watson.
Yeah, Dan Radcliffe. Thank you.
Right.
Daniel Radcliffe and the automaton known as Emma Watson.
No, he's still acting.
No, I didn't hear much
He's
about
done
him.
he's done a few films.
Okay.
He's done quite a few films. He's done some TV stuff. A couple of theatre shows. Not a huge amount.
I was like, you hear more about the other two Rupert Grint. I always like Rupert Grint. He always got the short end of the stick.
I think because the other two do... Daniel Radcliffe is still doing quite a lot of acting. So he's going to be more in the public eye. And Emma Watson put a lot of her attention to civil rights. She's put herself in a more political situation. She does do some acting though still. She does do a reasonable amount of acting. I'm a fan of Emma Watson, so I tend to follow a lot of her stuff. Nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm just going to leave it there, really. My views on the automaton known as Emma Watson.
Stop it.
The M-Bot 4000.
Now, come on.
She always felt the most wooden out of the three. Even later on when they could actually act. That might have been the character of Hermione being really fucking insufferable.
Hermione.
Hermione. Luna's where it was at. I love Luna. We're in Harry Potter now. We've crossed into Harry Potter now. But I thought the best person in Harry Potter was always Alan Rickman. Ed Balls. Interesting choice.
It's going to be all these weird suggestions now.
I agree, Mister on Twitter. They should have just left it to Christmas and just be a surprise.
It's putting an end to the speculation in many ways, but it also makes them the top thing that's going to be talked about for a while. Although, did I not say we would hear about it in the next couple of weeks?
Yeah.
I did say it. I should have put money on it.
Damn it! No.
Well, I believe I even covered myself just in case.
Yeah. So you weren't confident.
Well, they could have surprised me. It's not the first time they've done something like that. Are we going to talk about anything to do with the Pokemon?
It's the Pokemon. Actually, there's quite a lot to talk about in the Pokemon Mansion. Someone's starting Fast and Furious outside my house. Is that Vin Diesel? Go say high five him.
Because we've only got we've got less than 3 minutes left, and we've not spoken a bit about it.
Okay, Pokemon Mansion, Mewtwo, done. Let's talk about the Pokemon Mansion.
Is that it?
It's where Mewtwo was created, which is why it's burnt down, because he blew the place up. Mr. Fuji from Lavender Town was involved, so it was Blaine who was involved in Mewtwo's creation in the game world. We can talk more about Mewtwo if you want.
It's up to you.
Best villain the series ever had.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
That's not hard, I should point out. That's not a hard contested title of best villain, even when he was voiced by Dan Green. I like Mewtwo. He's hypocritical as fuck, but that's more, I think, the dubbing. That makes that film make no sense. Because the original Japanese version is way darker. As they tend to be.
Well, that's the one we watched, wasn't it?
In Japan, you're like, yeah, it's kind of dark. Because in Japan, Mew in Japanese, I believe, I haven't watched the Japanese version, but where Mew's all like, we should all be friends, and Mew's like, fuck them. I think Mew goes more for the pure blood Nazi route than the we should all be friends route. They're not pure, they're not real. Those damn clones. Yeah. The Japanese went to do that. They don't mind traumatizing their kids. Disney used to traumatize kids. They lost their balls a long time ago. Come on, the Stampede and the Lion King. I cannot be the only child who was traumatized by that entire scene. I'm a fastest death.
Probably not.
Come on. What else have they got? Like I said, stepmother for Cinderella. She's creepy as anything. Genuinely unsettling. Maleficent was more kind of amazingly hammy than scary. Although she turned into a dragon, which is kind of cool.
Is she? Oh, are we talking the live action one or?
No, we're talking the actual Maleficent from the cartoon, not the fan fiction rewrite. That's how I refer to most of all of the live action Disney remakes, the fan fiction rewrites. They don't count. And if you like them, you're wrong. So yeah, Mewtwo was created. See, this actually even look like Mewtwo, vaguely in a 16-bit kind of way. Limited colours. Although we did fight Ninetales earlier at some point. I should point out there was a Ninetales with its red eyes. See, Mewtwo. And Mewtwo was made, yeah. And before someone says the games in the anime have different continuities. Let's say in this, the diary entry in this game says Mew gave birth to Mewtwo, which is wrong. Pokemon lay eggs.
Yes, that's
and legendaries can't breed anyway, so but then Mewtwo was cloned, so we'll let him off that one.
Can we not breed?
Yeah. Otherwise you could have an entire team of Zapdoses and that's kind of broken shit in them. Well, you can't use legendaries in competitive fighting, you're not allowed.
Yeah, that's fair enough, I suppose.
And Garchomp, which is basically a legendary, even though it's not. Fuck Garchomp. Fuck Cynthia's Garchomp in Diamond and Pearl. That thing is fucking impossible to beat.
Steady.
And just fuck you, Cynthia.
Although
she is one of the more competent champions because, or generally AI player only, because she uses a variety of types, which is very rare. Most trainers have one type of Pokemon. She actually uses a variety. Smart.
You done?
Cynthia. Yeah, I'm done. That was Pokemon. Nothing happened. Next week though, Blaine.
Yeah.
And his quiz.